Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yes, you can hear the frames in the background, the sheep. Yes, we are at Ellerton Primary School, and this school is a good school for anyone to come to, and they have a wonderful program with agriculture, and it's wonderful to see children from small be in agriculture, growing their food and being proud of what they're growing. So now we are going to go on a tour so you'll see what the children are doing and see what we can encourage these children to do. We will meet one of their teachers. Her name is Miss Greenidge, and we thank Miss Greenidge for being our guide on this tour. So, Miss Greenidge, thank you so much for allowing us to come and see the wonderful work that the children are doing.
You're most welcome, Rochelle, and I'm just happy that you're here. This was a long time we're planning.
Yes, it
right? Is. But the point is that we're here now.
Yes.
Ellerton Primary School is a small school nestled in the lush valley of St. George.
Yes, yes.
We're fortunate that we have a good size plant in terms of the grounds, and we decided a couple years ago that we were going to utilize the grounds that we have to start a 4-H program at the school. This program grew from strength to strength, and what you see here is the product of many years of labor, hard work by staff and students. So we're going to be joined in a short while as soon as they have their lunch by our 4-H'ers. We meet on Tuesdays at lunchtime, officially as our 4-H group, where we come down and we conduct 4-H here, but throughout the week, students are rostered and they each have their own responsibility on any given day.
Yes, that is good. Yes, to teaching everyone from early to grow your own food, even if it's a small space at home.
Yes,
they're learning it from school to take it home. So that is very, very good.
So you commented it from the time you came. You saw we're here under our lovely, magnificent jamun tree.
Yes.
So a lot of persons may not know, but jamun, the children like to come at lunchtime when they're grabbing, but we have to encourage them to be very careful because jamun stains.
Yes.
So jamun is a fruit that has many uses. It can be made into wine, jams, jellies, juices. It can be used as a natural dye as well because it's a lovely purple color. And you can just have the fruit by itself. It's very tasty.
Before we get to these trees, I would like to see the frames in the back.
Oh, come, let's go.
Well, we have some sheep. And I remember 4-H at school, but there was never animals on the premises. But now there is sheep here, and this is good to see. Is your crops, and this will be
animal husbandry. Yes,
and I love this because they want to start visiting farms. So it's so good to see a mini. This is a mini farm.
Almost.
Yes, it's a mini farm with sheep, and he's a beautiful sheep.
So we have recently, last year, we branched out from just crop agriculture into animal husbandry. So we have both sheep, and we're going to go inside the shade house. We have rabbits as well.
Oh, wow. So
the Barbados Forest Foundation works closely with Ellerton Primary School, and they give us our start. So they give us the first set of rabbits, they give us the first set of lambs, and we've just been growing our flock.
Yeah.
Right? the black belly sheep is highly prolific. So most times a ewe, when she gives birth to two lambs, and the meat is very lean and tasty. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Very lean and tasty. We're not going to be slaughtering these lovely boys.
Okay.
These are our studs. We do have some ewes here, and we have some other sheep out to pasture around the school compound. We feed the sheep on a combination of grass, the grass that you see in the background, hay, and feed. Right? The sheep are docile. As you see, I'm right here, and the children come and they pet him. He really is a sweetheart, and he is training the other two, the younger ones, how to behave. So that when the children approach them, that there's no fear involved, but they also have a healthy respect for the animal, because at the end of the day, he's a large animal. So we keep our rams separated from our ewes until we are ready to serve the ewes.
This is so wonderful to see.
And if you notice, there's not much of a smell or anything.
Yes, it's very clean.
What I can smell is the hair.
Right? Everything is very clean.
Very much so. And we have a lot of help from not only our children, but our groundsman and the other teacher who helps with 4-H, Mr. Lashley. But the children do their part, and we use the manure that we get from the animals back into the garden. So we're using everything here.
Everything is recycled in the same place. So
yes, please.
You can see that you can teach children how to treat animals from early, and this is primary school, around 3 to 12, you can say. And this should be in every school around the world, that teaching children how to treat animals, how to take care of animals, and how to fend for yourself. Sometimes that you don't have to go in an office, but this can be your job, your career. So let us go then and see the other part of this school.
So we're very fortunate here at Ellerton Primary School to be blessed with many fruit trees. We have soursop. Right here you can see a lovely soursop. It's peeping through. I just saw it somewhere there. Look, he's right there hiding. From time to time we have monkeys coming. They take what they want, but they leave some for us. So we're okay with that. Right? Soursop, and as you know, the soursop tree, the fruit is lovely to make drinks, with dairy and non-dairy. And also the leaves have wonderful medicinal purposes, right? We have our star fruit, our carambola. We also make juices with that fruit. In the background, we have pomegranate, we have star apple, gooseberry, banana, golden apple, several varieties of mango. We have plum, Bajan cherry, tamarind. Whatever tree you can think of, we have here.
You have everything, and it's all condensed in a small space. A very small space.
Every
tree have space.
Because as you could appreciate, we need to leave space for the children to run and exercise. So the majority of what we do is concentrated in this area. So we employ a lot. Let me start again. We employ various gardening practices. We expose students to container gardening because we recognize that Many of them may not have a large space at home, but we want to show them, we want to teach them that you can garden in literally anything.
Yes.
It can be a bucket, what you get your laundry detergent in. We repurpose those containers for the purpose of gardening.
Right.
These elevated stands, we got them built to save the backs from bending over, but we also have some lower ones. So joining us right now, come students, say good afternoon and come and say good afternoon. We have some members of the 4-H club. The others will join us after they've had their lunch. So these two, we have Aina and Makai, and they are going to get started in terms of watering and making sure the rabbits, which we're going to see shortly, have water and feed. So you can go ahead and get started.
Great.
All right. So the others will trickle in after they've had their lunch.
Yes. And so, it's good that instead of running around, yes, like children do, they're still having exercise and enjoying it because their hands is in the earth and everything. So that's very good to see.
Yes, please. So we have Tyrese and Darian come, two of our 4-H boys who really have taken to the sheep. And come, Tyrese. Good afternoon, Tyrese. This is Tyrese. Tyrese is one of our 4-H boys who really looks after the sheep. Up to yesterday, he was there struggling to get.
Nobody's struggling with it.
Like he was trying his best to get the hay sorted out for us. Right now, Tyrese, he's gonna go around and make sure that all the sheep have water and what's that. So go ahead, we're gonna talk to you after, Tyrese. We have lettuce, chives, parsley, and I'm gonna invite you now to go inside our shade house just briefly. The Ashanti Osili, well, it says greenhouse, but it's really a shade house.
Yeah.
It's named after one of our farmer colleagues. He's now deceased, but he started farting up this area many years ago. So we thought it appropriate that we name it in memory of him. We're gonna go inside to the shade house.
So so we're with the cute little rabbits, again, some more animals. This is so great. This is so great. I think I miss animals from my 4-H because we're only dealing with crops, and that is okay. But having animals, sheep and rabbits, this is so good. And to see the children involved and being excited to be involved. So I will ask you children, do you enjoy feeding the animals and being so close to the rabbits and the sheep and even growing the crops?
Yes, please.
And did someone have to push you to do it, or you saw working with animals and growing your own plants exciting? And it's something that you should know how to do and do it at home too?
Yes, please.
Oh, well, that's very good. That is very good.
Many of our students, like Makai, I know Majesty, Nayana, Najee, they too have animals and they have crops at home growing too. So they have their own kitchen gardens.
Well, that's wonderful, wonderful. So we have some future farmers, agriculture scientists.
All right, go ahead and finish water. She's wearing the uniform of Barbados Forage Foundation. The other students, their parents are working on getting the uniform sorted. And how do you feel wearing your uniform today? You feel good? Okay. So it gives students something to look forward to on Tuesday.
Yes, yes.
So many of them said, teacher, next week I'm gonna have the uniform ready. The parents have communicated that they're getting them outfitted.
Yeah.
It gives them something that they stand out.
Yes,
they feel special.
Yes.
So on Tuesday I'm wearing my forage uniform. There's always also a t-shirt that is worn. You know, when they're in the mud, we don't want to get the So we do have that in place as well. Thank you, Majesty.
Yes, very smart.
Yeah, so just quickly with our rabbits, we keep the rabbits for meat. They're raised primarily for meat. And we recently slaughtered our first batch. We slaughtered about 25 rabbits.
Wow, that's a lot.
We keep them, our aim is to keep them to about 3 months, 12 weeks, where the meat is tender. And there is a market for rabbit meat in Barbados. Yeah. So
I noticed.
Right. So if you look carefully, we have 3 nesting boxes here. 1, 2, 3. So these rabbits are actually expected to give birth maybe at the end of this week. Let me see, today is Tuesday, probably by weekend for sure. So we put in the nesting boxes a few days prior, and one of the signs that tells us that they are ready to give birth is that they start to pull fur, and they will put the fur in the nesting box, and that helps to keep the young rabbits or the kids warm. Right? So at the top we have all of our does, our female rabbits, and we keep our bucks at the bottom. Right?
Yeah.
But
having everything separated so it's clean and no confusion.
And the students are actively involved in the care, as you see. It's their responsibility. We check behind them, but it's their responsibility to come and make sure that the rabbits, the animals in general, have what they need. An animal is not like a plant that maybe if you forget to water it, you know, you can probably try to bring it back to life. You have to be mindful.
You can't do it with animals.
Exactly.
And it's good at teaching them responsibility from early.
And they also learn about genetics. Because what we do, you can water that one. What we do, we make sure that there's no crossbreeding in terms of close relatives. So we have a book where we keep all of those records, and students will know about who is to go with who and so forth.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes,
because a lot of people do not think about that.
Yeah, because we want a quality product. So we don't want to diminish the integrity of our rabbitry.
Oh, and this is a 5-star. I like that.
So as you see here, we recently put some crops in the beds inside the shade house. We try to put crops that benefit from partial sunlight and not full sunlight. So the lettuce tend to do well in here. We put in some okra, but we do have cucumber. We've grown strawberries in here already. We've grown, you name it, eggplants, squash. The only challenge or downside to having the shade house fully enclosed is that we have to do a lot of hand pollination. Because if the bees and butterflies aren't getting inside,
you can't
pollinate. But that's okay, because sometimes the caterpillars, the pests, they really do make a mess of everything that you do.
And it's better to know how to pollinate and be on top of that instead of having to deal with caterpillars and
the other pests. And we don't use any, the only pesticide we bait for the snails, but we don't use any pesticides on our plants. And as I mentioned, we use the fertilizer, the manure from the animals to enrich the soil.
That's good. Very good.
And we have Mr. Lashley, who is the other teacher I mentioned. And we work together as a team. That is pretty much it.
Ask a question. We have Maria here.
I want to say thank you for coming. As you can see in here, guys, it's a little busy and crowded, but it is what they do.
Yeah.
And we want them involved, so we encourage them to come and, you know, give it their best in the garden and work together.
Yeah.
Right? Work together.
So, what is your name?
My name is Terry Anthony.
Oh, it is very nice to meet you. And we were told he is one of the boys who deals with the animals, with the sheep especially. And what do you like about taking care of sheep?
Well, it's fun to see how they grow through the animals, and how their lifespans come through. Yeah, and it's pretty fun to go get water.
So you love seeing how they grow,
Yeah,
and how they grow and enjoy their life at the school because you take care of them, right?
yeah.
Oh, that is good. And you're learning about lifespan of the sheep. What do you say when you are interested in the lifespan? As you said it. So why are you interested in that part?
For like the ram there, that's right. I like that that ram there. It's pretty good. It's sometimes scary to go and get them water and food, just to know that it'll come, and sometimes they could snatch up the food.
Oh, okay. So you want to know if for the long as the time that they live, you like to see how they act with you, being with them, and being active with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope that you keep doing this in your life, dealing with animals, even the sheep and the crops, because we want to eat, so you have to grow our food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much. I'm surrounded by children, the future of the world, and they are in industry, I would say, farming, animals and crops. and they are the future, and this is their future. And you have to encourage them to be in the garden, make a garden, keep animals, and keep the world going. So until next time, keep planting.